guys, it's Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. Sorry about my voice sounding like a duck throughout this entire video. I just caught another cold, even though I just got over a cold about a month ago. I think it's my body's way of telling me that I need to slow down and calm down, but I'm go anyways. So today I'm going to be doing a foundation review and demo for you guys. It's actually more of a first impressions type review on the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. This product has been getting a lot of hype and a bunch of my favorite YouTubers have really been talking this product up, and I've never actually tried a cushion foundation before, so I thought this would be fun for me to try on camera for the very first time. So in this video, not only will you see me actually applying the foundation to my skin for the first time, but I'll also take you through an 8-hour or more wear time. I'll take you throughout my day so you can see exactly how this product holds up. First things first, let's get the basics out of the way. This is a new foundation by Maybelline. I picked it up at Rite Aid. Its original price is about $15.99, I believe, which is really expensive for a drugstore foundation. Luckily, I purchased this when Maybelline was 40% off at Rite Aid, so I believe I got it closer to around $9, which I still think is expensive for a drugstore foundation, but just know you can get this cheaper than the original $16 price tag. There isn't a massively large color range in this foundation, unfortunately. I think there are about 10 shades, 8 to 12 shades, not too many. I did pick the one that I thought was closest to my skin, but unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people aren't going to find a shade that really works for them. You get about ½ an ounce of product in this foundation, which is pretty much half of what you get in a typical liquid foundation. Now, this foundation is a little bit on the thicker side, and it is quite a bit more pigmented than a typical liquid foundation, so you probably don't need to use as much, but it's just something to keep in mind. Now, I have a super active day ahead of me. I'm going to be going out with my friend. We're going to be grabbing lunch. We're going to be going to a yoga class, so I am really going to put this foundation through a test. I know some of you guys are going to be like, it's not fair that you're putting this foundation through a workout, but at the end of the day, these are things that people do on a daily basis. I personally don't take my makeup off before I go to the gym just because I feel like I'm going to be washing my face afterwards anyways. I'm going to be showering after my workout, so why would I wash my face beforehand too? Either way, that's just me. I am going to be putting this foundation through a test today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into my demo of applying this foundation so you can see exactly how it goes onto my skin. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and already prepped my face with my two favorite face primers. First off, I used my YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer all over my face, and then I went in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Foundation Primer just around my nose and a little bit on my forehead. Now let's go in with the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. The shade I have is in the number 55 Caramel, and in case you guys don't know the way this looks, it does have a mirror up here, and then you get this kind of like spongy type thing here, which I heard is the way you're supposed to apply it. So we're just gonna go ahead and try it out. I just stuck 2 fingers in there. The cap just kind of lifts off like this, and then you do get a little cushion. I've never really used a cushion product like this, so I guess we'll just kind of go ahead and like pounce it in there and get some on the cushion, and then start putting it on. This is actually having really good coverage. I don't know if I'm supposed to pat it, but what I heard is you're kind of supposed to press downwards like this. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more and continue. So I went ahead and applied one layer to this side of my face, and I don't have anything on this side of my face. So color-wise, I think it looks pretty good. It is just a little bit darker than my natural skin, but I think it blends in pretty decently. I think it has, I would say, medium coverage. I definitely have some redness showing through on some of these little acne spots I have, but you know, it definitely evened everything out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the other side of my skin. Okay, so this side went a lot quicker once I kind of got the hang of using this little cushion thing, because it does, not that it takes a lot of practice, but I mean, it's definitely a different method of foundation application than I've ever used. I am gonna take just a little bit on the tip of the cushion and see if I can build it up in the areas that I have a little bit of redness showing through the first layer. And yeah, it does look like it was pretty easy to build up. I'm actually really liking it. It looks really, really good. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in even more so you can get this very, very unflattering angle of my face, but you can also see the finish and the texture and the coverage that it has on the skin. I think it's pretty good. I am gonna go in with this brush. This is by Royal & Langnickel. It's their Moda complexion brush. And I really, really like this brush a lot, but I'm gonna go in and just kind of lightly buff it into the skin. Not that I think that sponge thing doesn't do a good job, but I just kind of want to get the edges of my face and like the edges around my skin to make sure everything just looks really flawless. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out because this is an unflattering angle. But in terms of the final dry down, it's been on my skin for a couple minutes now. I will say the final dry down is not matte, but it's also not super glowy. It definitely has a very skin-like finish. I am gonna go ahead and powder it just because I do have oily skin and I could see this breaking up really quickly on my skin type. I'm just gonna take a light dusting of my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, which is my favorite setting powder ever. I'm not gonna be applying a concealer with this, even though generally I would go in with concealer under my eyes, because today is gonna be a pretty active day. I actually have a yoga class to go to, so we're gonna really put this foundation to the test. I didn't want to like layer too much on my skin because I am going to be working out. Alrighty guys, so there is the final look at the foundation and the powder. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face. I'll put on a little bit of blush and a lip color and I will be right back. So here we have my completed makeup look for the day. In case you guys are wondering, the blush I'm wearing is MAC Gingerly, which is just the best neutral but still gives your face a little bit of life type blush. And then I did put on a Bite Beauty lip pencil in the number 38. That's the only thing I have on my lips right now. So it's currently 10:19 in the morning, almost 10:20 in the morning. I will try to have this foundation on for a good 8 hours. So are you guys ready to follow me around my day? Let's get going. Alrighty guys, so it is now 12:29, almost 12:30 in the afternoon. So I've had this foundation on for about 2 hours. We are currently driving right now. I'm with my friend Manat, who is busy driving. But here's a look at what the foundation looks like. I think it looks pretty good. Let me check in my car mirror here. It does look, actually no, it looks pretty good. I think it actually looks pretty good. I was gonna ask your opinion, but you're like busy driving, so I don't want you to turn around. But it's not really settling anywhere, maybe like a little bit in here. And it's not really breaking up. It looks a little glowier than what I'm used to, but I think that's just because the foundation itself originally was glowier than my normal foundations. I didn't put any highlighter on or anything, so any like actual glow you're seeing is the foundation. I apologize that the camera's going a little crazy. We are in the car, but so far so good at the 2 hour mark. I will see you guys after my yoga class and we will see how this foundation actually held up. So here's my acai bowl and here's Manat's topped with like all the goodies. We are going towards Santa Monica. Santa Monica. Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Yeah, I like this mix. Alrighty guys, so we just got out of the yoga class. It is now 2:37, so it's been about 4 hours that I've had this foundation on, and even through yoga, I think it held up really well. It is looking pretty shiny on my nose, primarily, and a little bit here on my cheeks. We're still driving, that's why, you know, the camera's shaking, but it does look a little shiny on my nose, and I guess a little bit on my forehead, but it's not bad at all, considering I was lightly sweating through the yoga class, and we actually were slightly late for the yoga class, so we ended up running a couple blocks to get there. So through all of that, it held up pretty well. Manat, what do you think about it?
Your foundation?
Yeah.
I think it looks really good. You looked so pretty during your whole like class. I kept looking at you and I was like, wow,
oh,
so nice.
Thank you.
So fair. Don't show my face.
Thanks, Manat. Okay, so
really pretty.
oh, thank you. So Manat gives the thumbs up approval. I say for 4 hours, and through a yoga class and through a mild like running session, it looks pretty good. So I will go ahead and check back in a couple hours. Alrighty guys, so it is now 6:23 in the evening. So it has been pretty much exactly 8 hours since I put this foundation on in the morning. I've definitely been having a little bit of a rougher day after my yoga class. Me and my friend went to eat, which was great. And then I got home and my cold is definitely feeling a lot. I'm definitely feeling it in my head. I have a little bit of a headache. And then naturally I thought, you know what, maybe some chips or Doritos would help that, because that's just what I crave. And I go to my pantry cabinet and I pull my Dorito bag, and unfortunately there was a glass bottle of Alfredo sauce that was in front of it that I didn't really think of when I pulled the Dorito bag. So my glass bottle of Alfredo sauce fell on my kitchen floor, shattered everywhere, and so now there's just Alfredo sauce splattered everywhere in my kitchen, and there's glass everywhere, and that is just something I don't feel like I want to clean up with my head like this. But I figured, you know what, let me finish this video, let me clean up my Alfredo glass mess, take a shower, and be done with the day. Okay, so now back into the check-in. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. So you guys can definitely see my face is looking shiny. I did not touch up throughout the entire day. I did not blot, I did not powder. So for a full 8-hour day, and that included yoga class and all of that stuff, running around all day, I think it held up pretty decently. I do have oily skin to begin with, so at this point in the day I would generally blot most foundations. So I wanted to go ahead and just do that here on camera. I just have a tissue and I just wanted to go in and blot just so we can see how much product is going to be picked up on the tissue and how much oil we can actually pick up, so that if throughout the day you were to go in and blot, could you still get this foundation to look good for you? Here's how my face looks after I went in and blot. You can definitely see a lot of that shine is gone. You can see how much is on the tissue. It didn't actually pick up too much of the foundation. It actually did pretty well. And the foundation doesn't really look like it's faded or it's moved or it's not looking patchy. It was just looking a little oily. I also think this foundation would work really well for dry skin too, because I do think it had that very natural dewiness on the skin. Not dewiness, but I guess that natural finish on the skin that I think dry skin people would really, really appreciate. So my overall thoughts in an 8-hour first impressions demo and wear test, I think this is a fantastic foundation. I will definitely be reaching for this. I will say once again, if you're oily skin, you will need to blot, so I would blot throughout the day, but the coverage was really nice. It was super easy to apply. I do like how this little sponge thing, it actually does work with the foundation really well. I definitely give the Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the go a big thumbs up. I really, really liked it. I would continue to use this 100%. That is pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video if you guys enjoyed the demo and the follow me throughout the day style of this video, because I'm thinking of doing it a lot more with different makeup products if you guys liked it, because it does take a lot more work on my end, but if it's helpful, I am always happy to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Thursday. I will see you then. Bye!